Righty-ho, hello. It's an A320 from Phoenix as usual, and we're flying a slightly different approach today. So this is the GLS, which is a ground-based assistant system, landing system. So it's basically an RNAV approach supplemented by a ground-based GPS unit that basically updates any inaccuracies in the GPS that you get from the RNAV. So essentially what it does is it is an RNAV approach with accuracy that's at the moment up to about category 1 ILS, so this has got a minimums of 200 feet AGL or 1602 above sea level here at Zurich. So just coming up to Osman now, the main thing is we've set the local QNH so we're on the correct glide path. You can see Zurich up ahead of us, we're just coming in over the Rhine River here. Maps replacement providing us with a lovely Bing scenery. We've got about 7.5 miles to go, so I'm going to do gear down. We use low water brake for this. We've flown from London Heathrow, 1 hour and 3 minutes flight time at the moment. So currently now 4th minute flight in about 1 second. There we go, 1 hour and 4 minutes. Landing lights on, and then we can set flaps to 3. The approach mode is active and flaps to full. You've got a 10 knot slight crosswind here, but Zurich is currently landing on this runway, so yes, that's what we'll be doing. This gets quite close to the train actually on final Zurich. It's a very cool runway, very cool area. Zurich traffic speedbird 24 Zulu, final runway 14. That's me. Spoilers armed, flaps full, gears down, 3 greens, auto brake low, and the cabin crew is alerted and the signs are on. That means we're good for landing. As you can see, it's slightly high on the ILS. Let's have a quick check of the QNH. It seems okay, we'll just stay here. The other thing about the GBAS is you can actually set it up for multiple touchdown spots, so you can even, for another good advantage of it is this positioning system can actually be used by multiple airports within the same kind of a radius of that transmitter. So for example, we can use this transmitter on the airport at Zurich for runway 16 as well. Runway 34 would also be fine, and there's no need to protect it the same way an ILS needs protection. So in an ILS approach you need a lot of procedures, especially during low visibility procedures where you're protecting that radar signal from other aircraft and such, whereas with this GBAS system there's no need to protect it because it's just a GPS updater, which allows for much higher traffic flow even during low visibility procedures. That's the theory anyway. I'm visual now, so
1000.
You can see that the aircraft is slipping a bit too high, so I'm just going to take over now. It's quite wobbly actually today because we've got this quite heavy wind. Let's just try to send it down. Yeah, that wind's cutting out now, it's coming from the rear. Okay, there's our glide path again.
500.
Checked. So GBAS, basically we'd be allowed to fly GBAS until this says minimums. You can see that is quite low.
100 above.
Checked. So as it currently stands, you can use it for category 1 ILS approaches. It's also going to be approved for auto land. So it's an RNAV system that's allowed to do auto landing. But it looks like an RNAV basically.
50. 30. 10.
Use the auto brake actually because we need to roll out all the way to the end. So we've come from outside the Schengen zone, so we'll be going straight to the little gate extension here. Okay. Welcome to Zürich. Flaps up. Speed brakes out. You can make a very nice, comfortable landing there. Okay, so apparently this is closed, so we're going to turn left here. I'm going to take the stand that Speedbird usually takes. So British Airways now, because they left the EU, and they were never in Schengen anyway, always have to park up at the international terminal, basically. This side of the airport is basically for Schengen only, so you can only fly from there if your flight is within the EU, I believe. At least within the EU. Okay, lovely, right, okay. And I've downloaded the inner scene, Heathrow Airport actually, in advance of their version 2 update, which looks significantly better, so basically hoping that it was on a nice sale at Microsoft, so I thought, yeah, you know what, we'll take that. And it's okay, and it will get better, hopefully. That's the whole point, really. Okay, let's take this gate here. No, that's a double gate. We only want a single gate because it wasn't blocking an A380 stand. This one here. Still that thing again where it always overshoots. Okay, ready for deboarding. Deboard. Big Bank, Switzerland. I hope it doesn't go through the plane, but it probably will. Yep. Always does. Okay, we're connected to the GPU now, so external power is available. APU off. We'll get the PCA on as well. So there's a, sadly not simulated, but these gigantic yellow pipes that kind of come off the jetway and they go into the bottom of the plane. That's basically air conditioning unit, external aircon. So yeah, GBAS ground-based RNAV basically, and it's a very accurate and very up-and-coming feature that will be probably becoming more and more popular at airports to basically increase traffic through flow during reduced visibility procedures, because at the moment you kind of end up having to have extra spacing on final, you need extra runway spacing, you can't stack aircraft on holding points because they have to use category 3 ILS holding points, so hopefully this system could actually be quite cool.